Alright everybody, welcome back. Dave Alden here. You know, I could probably spend lots of video time talking about my bad habits, but we're just going to focus on one today, and that is the Cannondale Bad Habit 1, which is the aluminum high-end version of the Bad Habit. And the Bad Habit is sort of the rowdy, if you will, sibling to the Cannondale Habit. It's a trail bike. It's 27.5 plus tires, so it comes stock with 27.5 by 3.0 tires. It's got 120 millimeters of travel, front and rear. On the front, we've got a lefty 2.0 fork, which has a lockout button, has adjustable rebound, and the compression is adjusted by air. The rear shock is a RockShox Monarch RL, which also has a lockout. And I'll be honest with you, I did change out the stock shock with a RockShox Monarch RL with debonair, and I also put some volume reducers in it just because I felt like I wanted something with a little bit stiffer rear end. That just proves you can take the boy off a hardtail, but you can't take the hardtail off of the boy, or something like that. Anyways, it's got a really solid component group otherwise. It's got a SRAM GX 1x11 drivetrain with 11x42 on the rear cassette. It's also got a Cannondale SI crankset with a 30-tooth front chainring. And I'll be honest, I've had zero problems at all from the drivetrain, from the shifting, the derailleur, the cranks, the bottom bracket, nothing. It's been totally solid. It's also got Shimano Dior disc brakes, which is another part of the bike that I had not had to think about at all. The brakes work awesome. The cockpit components were good, including the handlebars, the stem, the grips, the seat. Although the bike definitely needed to have a dropper post, so that was probably one of the first things I swapped out in addition to changing out the rear shock, was I put a Thompson dropper post on there, and that has definitely made the bike more playful and more fun. One of the other changes I made too was for the plus tires, I threw on a pair of Kenda tires as opposed to the stock tires, just because I have a preference for Kenda tires and I think they really kind of grip well, and I like the Kenda Havoc Pro tread pattern. I think it works great in all conditions. So with all that being said, how does it ride? Well, I gotta say it's a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed riding this bike. I've taken it on some trails and trail features that I might have been riding a little bit differently on my other bikes. I'm coming from riding a fully rigid single speed or a more short travel cross-country race bike, and this has sort of helped me get back to some of my BMX roots and ride just a little bit more aggressively than I had been in the past. I'm running about 18 PSI in the tires. I'm just finding that they're gripping really, really well. And it's been pretty amazing that for a bike that's really not light, it's about 32-ish pounds, it climbs pretty well. The geometry is dialed in too, and I think the 120mm travel plus the 3-inch tires lets the bike handle just about anything. And I'm telling you, I'm really having fun on this bike. I thought the weight would make it a little bit sluggish, but that's just not the case. I really like the plus size tires. You know, my single speed is a 29er plus too. And while I didn't like fat bikes, I think the 2.8 to 3-inch tires size really makes a lot of sense to me. So anyway, with the addition of a dropper post, which I really think is a must, and some personal touches, I'm loving this bike. That's really just a quick summary. The bike is fun. I think you, yes you, would probably enjoy it. It's retailing around $3,200, so check it out at your local Cannondale dealer. Feel free to shoot me any questions if you want, or just find me on the trail. That's all for now. Until next time, ride fast and ride often.